I've almost cried like 5 times during this episode. Alright guys, real quick before we get started with this episode of How to Get Away with Murder, don't forget that you can get the full, uncut, unedited, raw reactions to How to Get Away with Murder on my Patreon. The link will be at the top of the description, so if you want to rewatch these episodes along with me in their entirety as well as get them early, definitely check it out. Otherwise, of course, we'll still be on YouTube, just heavily edited. But other than that, let's get in this episode, guys. I feel like I wasn't that shocked at the last episode's ending because, like, we know it's not Bonnie and Frank.
If she goes down, she's gonna take you with her, you know that.
What'd you say?
You know how she gets when she's desperate.
Ooh, threats.
Don't you ever threaten me again.
Why? What are you gonna do?
Do not hurt him.
I won't.
Yeah, see? They never did anything.
It's Kristoff.
Oh, what the?
Here.
Oh, are they going to his funeral? Shut up.
My client is an innocent woman who is being unfairly
That
targeted.
actually breaks my
due to
heart
her
that Annalise is
association
not
with a
going to be able to go.
sociopathic employee.
And it's like her literal son, not literal son, but her son's funeral.
I thereby request you sever their cases and schedule separate
God,
trials.
that shit blew up in their face. She was going to take the fall for it, and instead they both got put in jail.
I'm not nervous. I'm just getting ready for the game. I got this.
You sure about that?
Please tell me they're not coming.
Who?
The kids.
I thought I told you. The
Oh.
memorial's today.
Oh.
Who the hell are all these people? Tragedy whores?
Shut the f up, man. He's like really pissing me off lately. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to cry.
Counsel may proceed with the reading of charges.
Defendants are charged
Mama.
with one count of Christopher Miller.
You know, I was wondering, what if it's Maggie that did it?
And that
Like,
says
what
a
if
lot
she's
because
crazy
he didn't really have an easy life.
and like framed Annalise because she was bitter about Wes kind of choosing Annalise over her and tried to kill Laurel.
Why are you crying? Did you even know Wes? Did any of you? I take it that's a no? Law school isn't really about
Laurel.
making friends, right? There's not even a body to bury. You're all vultures glomming onto this tragedy like it's to your own. Well, it's not your tragedy. So just go cry somewhere else.
Girl, someone hug her. Ooh, ooh. Oh my god, that got me. Okay.
We're not here to argue the facts of this case.
I am advocating for my client who has been unfairly lumped in with an amoral reprobate.
Objection.
Miss Keating has no
Damn, that's gonna
violent
hurt Frank
record,
to hear that
unlike
from her,
Mr.
though.
Delfino.
Even though that's
Witnessly impugning
kind of
my
what her
client.
job is.
Enough. You shouldn't be here, Mama.
Controlled all night the minute we heard you were having another hearing.
Let's go.
It's her parents. Can you give them a minute?
They can visit in prison.
Go home, Mama.
No. Keep away from me right away.
I made it. Go home, Mama.
Stop! I don't want to spend this whole f***ing episode crying. Can we not?
Just tell us how you gonna fix it.
He's
I
not.
work for the DA's office now.
You mean for the people trying to convict her?
And I thought you was a good man.
Call his ass out. This is why I love her. She always says it like it is.
Is it because she a lawyer? Is that why you keep sucking up? Because I've been your roomie for months now, and you don't give no kinds of damn about my case.
Wrong. I don't give a damn about you. Whatever.
Because she's asking too many questions. Well, yeah, she dated Wes. Of course she's gonna be asking questions. Or she's a spy trying to bring us all down. Hey, guys. I just wanted to say I'm sorry. Laurel was right. None of us knew Wes like you all did, and I can't imagine what you must all be feeling.
Connor, I swear to God, if you say something.
Oh my God, don't tell me you're still defending her.
Innocent until proven guilty. Are you as dumb as you look?
Wes was your friend. The only thing he deserves right now is for you not to defend the woman who killed him.
Hey, this is a memorial?
Yeah, but she didn't. And even if she did, at this point, no one knows.
Hi, can I see my boyfriend's body? His name is Wes Gibbons.
You okay, hon?
No, she's not okay.
Yeah, can I see him? Gibbins. I've been in the hospital until today, and I almost died in the same fire that he did. Which is why I never got the chance to say goodbye.
Honey, there are strict rules here.
Yeah, let her
I'm
go.
pregnant with his child.
This is Oliver?
Mr. Hampton,
Oh, shit.
Yeah?
This is Detective Davis with the Philadelphia Police.
do you have any time to stop by later today?
Shit. He's so new to this. He's not prepped with like what to say.
I think I'm having a panic attack.
I doubt they know anything.
I've never seen you quite so low, baby. And who but your family could lift you up out of this mess, huh? I gave that Nathaniel a good talking to. What kind of man wouldn't help his woman?
It's okay.
You didn't burn down the house. I did.
Ophelia.
I'll tell them that I made sure all the kids was out of the house. If they want to lock me up, that's fine.
Oh my
The
God.
only judgment I fear is from the Lord God Almighty. And if I go to hell for burning that bastard, then so be it.
He's fucking shook.
She just confessed to burning down the house with your brother inside.
She makes up stories.
It wasn't a story.
What?
That's it, you two.
Oh, does she think
Come
that
back tomorrow.
that's
We'll
why
all still be
Annalise
here.
is in prison? Because of that?
She was only asking me to look into a pro bono case.
It's better if you keep your answers as vague as possible. That way you technically won't have to lie.
Wes was my friend. And he was murdered. Okay? So forgive me if my mind is a little foggy on some of the details.
I'm in no rush. We have records showing that you swiped into the clinic at 10:53 p.m. that night. Was it because Professor Keating asked you to go do something for her? Clear her phone of suspicious material, for example?
Okay.
Of course not.
Oh, he's a good liar.
Can you help me see Wes? The DA has his remains booked as evidence.
You're out of luck.
Imagine if you couldn't have said goodbye to your wife.
Oh shit.
You can get me in, right?
Let her in. Ugh, I don't want to cry. I'm not gonna cry. I'm fine. I cannot imagine. Like, the love of your life gets pulled out on that and is in that bag. She's in no state to be looking at this right now, though. Oh, what the fuck? Huh?
Just tell us why you took her there.
Because you asked me to get close to her.
Please.
This is not my fault.
By taking Miss Castillo there, you handed Annalise her defense on a platter.
Okay, well, it's a real defense, isn't it?
My mother has dementia. It's fine.
I cannot do with the dementia storylines. My Oma, my dad's mom died of dementia, and I cannot deal with dementia storylines.
I'm getting you out of here. Stop saying that.
No, she's going to.
A toast to Ollie for being a great liar, and most importantly, to Wes.
Believe me, the last thing I want to do is act like your mother.
Really? Because you're way better at it than my mother.
I'm good at everything I do.
Do you think he did it? Frank?
No.
I want to believe he did, because that way I'd have someone to hit.
You'll get closure, baby.
Okay, I'm too old to sleep on the couch. Scoot.
I just want her to get closure. I want to get closure.
I'm gonna be with your mother every day. Stay by her side. Make sure she doesn't go shoplifting any supermarkets.
Oh, shut your mouth.
I don't know if you're capable of the care.
Because I told you what he did to me. Celestine's 13th birthday party, you showed up drunk. I brought you a piece of Mama's peach cobbler out on the porch.
You don't remember.
You remember.
Yeah.
I just let you ignore it.
You remember an accusation like that against your brother.
You want to blame me for your sad childhood? Maybe I deserve that, but you do not get to sit here and blame me for where you're sitting right now. This mess is all you.
All of this stuff stems from your childhood. I can't stand people like that where it's like, I'm trying to tell you that I'm in pain, but you need to make it like a challenge to prove that you are going through more pain.
Because I just wanted to look you in the eye finally, because I haven't wanted to believe that it's true that you did. They did that to Wes.
Ooh, I don't know if he can lie straight to her.
What were his last words, Frank?
Okay. Meeting's over. Guard!
Tell me his last words.
Enough.
Tell me so that I can finally move on.
Said that we are through here.
Tell me what his last words were, Frank.
Oh, God. I feel like she's trying to get him to say it wasn't me. But that's
He
only gonna...
didn't do it.
Yeah.
He told you that?
He couldn't. His lawyer was there.
It is possible that Frank did this. Thinking that does not make me crazy.
Then stop acting crazy.
I mean, nobody's crazy. We're all crazy. God, look at us. We're sitting around debating who murdered our friend.
Your friend? You treated him
Ooh.
like crap. You still are. But he just won't do that to me. No matter
And
what
also,
he says,
trust your
just-
friend when she's telling you that she knows this.
The body of Mr. Gibbons has been misplaced. The ME is performing an escalated search to find him.
Your Honor, I find it very convenient that this clerical error coincides with my request for a second autopsy.
I'm not sure what you're insinuating.
The DA's office continues to railroad a prominent African-American female attorney based on a personal vendetta.
Bonnie's smart, though.
What other proof do I need
Please,
to get my
please.
client released on bail?
Please, please, please. Please.
The judge denied my request for bail. Clear claim for bias. If we can get a new judge.
I wouldn't be surprised if the judge is
Annalise.
involved. Annalise is losing hope. Bonnie don't care. She's gonna get you out.
They already know how much of a disappointment you were. Excuse me? I really celebrated when you were hauled off to jail.
What is she trying to
You
do?
didn't have to deal
She
with your
trying to get in a
cracked up
fight?
mess anymore.
Shut your mouth.
They don't love you. I saw it on their faces.
Say something else about my
Your
boys.
sons wince when you hug them.
Annalise was trying to get herself hurt.
If Miss Keating isn't released on bail, I'm releasing these photos to the press and announcing a very public
Oh,
lawsuit against the
shit.
DA's office for civil
Making it
rights
seem like it's
violations.
unsafe.
It hurt you. Is it bad if I want her to stay in there?
A little. Would it help if I let you fornicate with me?
Shut up.
I'm surprised how much I love them together.
And then I got called into the police station and I lied to their faces.
First, my Stanford acceptance. Now the cops. Plus, your pants are almost always on fire. So.
I'm a good liar.
I know, I just said that.
I erased Annalise's phone that night.
I know.
Yeah, but I saved a copy.
Oh, f***. Don't even think about it. Dude, take all of his clothes. That always breaks my heart when people take, like, clothing of their dead loved ones, like, and smell it because it smells like them. Oh, whew. I've almost cried, like, 5 times during this episode.
I'm gonna represent myself. We're co-counsel now.
Alright, Ted Bundy, chill out.
You should have let me tell them. You're my baby girl. You don't deserve to be in jail for something I did.
Ophelia, we're not talking about that right now.
Mama, they dropped the charges. The judge told me today. That's why I'm here. They didn't have enough evidence, so they let me go.
Oh, God, this is all too familiar. Having to, like, make up stories to calm the person down when they're hysterical with things that aren't true.
I'm free, Mama. You hear me? Thank you, Jesus. Thank you.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God, can we not? Can we not?
Who is it?
What, they think it's Nate?
You.
No. You think he'd be that stupid? Oh, he did do it because he thinks that they're hiding something. Are we gonna see how he died? Oh.
Hey.
Wait a second. So, does that mean that he saw Wes? Wait a second. I'm confused. So he saw Wes before he died. That doesn't necessarily mean that he saw who killed him or saw how he died. Because he didn't know. Because the autopsy lady, I forget what they're called, said that if it looked like to her that he was dead before the fire. So he could have just seen Wes like right before. But I think Nate just got the body sent away. If he did, which is what it made it seem like, that he might have just done that because he is like so stuck on wanting to do that because he knows that the lady said that it didn't look like he was alive before the fire. Like, it looked like he had died before the fire, before the explosion. So I wouldn't be surprised if Nate did that, because Nate wants to know both sides. He doesn't want to just fully trust the DA. And he clearly doesn't believe it, so. But also, would Nate be that stupid as to sign that himself? You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of not something that Nate would do. This episode was so good. Seeing her mom again was so good. And the fact that she has dementia is breaking my heart. Like, that's so close to home for me and was not fun to witness, to be honest. But it was sad, though, when she finally just had to, like, make up a story to make her mom feel better, because I've been there where it's like they make themselves upset over something that isn't even true, and you kind of just have to go along with their story to make them feel better, because she thinks that she got Annalise in this situation and that the fire that she's talking about was the one that she set, but that's not the truth. But she's finally out on bail, and Wes's body going missing helped, and I feel like now, like Bonnie said, I think the judge has something to do with it, and everything's just incredibly biased. It seems like one giant cover-up, and I'm worried. This whole episode was so emotional. Laurel going off on everyone at the funeral. It said, like, you never knew him. You never really knew him. You never got to know him. You never cared about him. Is so, like, I feel like that's such an accurate depiction of, like, what funerals feel like to me. Like, full of people who never really knew the person, who didn't really care. And it's just kind of like, you want to be there for the person when they're dead, but where were you when they were alive? And it's just so relatable. And it broke my heart to see that happen, and the fact that Annalise couldn't be there. Oliver lying to the police was badass. I'm so glad he's finally in on everything. And I don't know what him and Connor are planning with the drive that they saved of Annalise's files. I don't know if it's just a backup plan or what they're planning to do with that. Frank is now representing himself. I don't know how well that's going to work. Laurel and them know that Frank didn't do it. And Laurel knows if he couldn't tell her his last words and couldn't say anything about it, he obviously didn't do it. Like, he couldn't lie to Laurel, and that's why he couldn't talk. He couldn't lie. And it obviously wasn't Annalise. She's being framed. She's obviously being set up. But if it wasn't Frank and it wasn't Annalise, who did it? I don't know. I honestly have no clue. I have no clue. I want to say the DA because they're trying to frame Annalise, but, like, I feel like that might be a little too obvious. I have no idea. But this episode was phenomenal. I loved it. I feel like I'd give this like a 9 out of 10. I thought this episode was insane, so emotional, so incredible. The last scene of Laurel, like, in Wes's clothes, just crying, just broke my heart. And I can't imagine how she feels, but I love this episode. I think that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.
Looking like that, make a gentleman stare.